Hey, it's Angie from Trips with Angie. Welcome to the Odyssey of the Seas.
That contraption you see behind me is the North Star. It's a capsule that raises up 300 feet above the ship. And when you're in port, they have complimentary sessions, or you can pay $29 while it's at sea and it hangs out over the edge of the ship. To start our tour, we're going to start on deck 5, since that's where most people will enter the ship upon embarkation and where a lot of the activities and evening entertainment are located. This is where the top of the Royal Theater was. This area was for non-vaccinated guests during our sailing. There's also the Focus Gallery, which is where you'll pick up your photos, and the Schooner Bar, which is where all the trivia takes place. Chops Grill is one of the a la carte restaurants. You can buy a dining package or just pay the per person fee to eat there. You want to make sure to make reservations because those are required. It was open for lunch and dinner during our sailing. As we head towards the back or the aft of the ship, we pass the sushi restaurant. This was very, very good Japanese cuisine. Again, it was open for lunch and dinner during our sailing, and you'll want to make reservations. Here is the Bionic Bar. This is where the robots make your cocktails. Just a heads up, the cocktails here are not included in your vouchers if you are a Diamond Plus member, and they are not included in the dining packages. You'll also find the Voom desk, which is the internet, as well as the shore excursions. Directly across is Wonderland, another of the a la carte restaurants. Again, reservations required. There is some outdoor deck space on deck 5. You'll find chairs out here. It's not as scenic as some other ships because it is where the lifeboats are located. Again, now heading further towards the back of the ship, you can see the main elevator banks. This has 2 elevator banks, mid-aft and mid-forward. And then you've probably seen this in a lot of videos, the art installation that goes up the elevator bank. You'll also find bathrooms at all the elevator banks. So if you're looking for a bathroom, head to the elevators. This is Giovanni's, the Italian a la carte specialty restaurant. Again, extra fee. It was open for lunch and dinner during our cruise, and that gives you a peek down into the main dining room. Giovanni's also has a wine bar where you can order food a la carte off of a menu. The food here is really, really good, but the lasagna is huge. So if you order the lasagna, watch out. It's like you're entering a food competition. Continuing towards the aft, we see the next cruise desk where you can book your next cruise on board, and then the cafe at 270. This has all kinds of great sandwiches. They have really good breakfast sandwiches as well as salads and sandwiches at lunchtime. It's also a small coffee shop with different kind of pastries throughout the day and your standard coffee, water, and juice station. Heading into 270, this is a very cool venue. It transforms throughout your cruise. Here it was set up for one of the game shows. Here it's set up for one of the evening parties. There's also a show that takes place in here called The Book that's absolutely phenomenal. It's really, really incredible. I do recommend the first time you see it, you may want to be in the second deck so you can really take in everything happening. All right, now we're going to head downstairs to deck 4. This is where you're going to find the main dining room. So the main dining room has my time as well as set dining schedules. You can choose those in the app. You definitely want to download the app before you come. And then you'll also find on deck 4 the guest services area. So everywhere you went, they wanted you to sanitize, make sure you were 6 feet apart. Now we're heading back towards the front of the ship. And Boleros is the Latino hangout. So there was a band there most nights, and they have special Caribbean themed cocktails. You can also pick up your daily schedule here at guest services if you don't want to use the app. Next to that, we'll find more shopping. So lots of shopping here on board. You'll also find the Starbucks, that is an extra charge, and the Royal Caribbean shop. Cafe Promenade is available with all different kinds of good snacks and pastries. Sorrento's is the pizza joint. Actually, I loved the antipasta here. They had this roasted eggplant that was absolutely delicious. So definitely try things other than just the pizza. The pizza was not my favorite, but the other items they had there were really, really good. Here's the pub. So the pub has a singer every night during our cruise. It also has another menu you can order that it is items at an extra charge. So lots of places to eat. A lot of them do have an extra charge. Just kind of keep that in mind as you're thinking about the cruise. But this was a very, very fun place to hang out late into the evening. More shopping. So you'll find more shopping along the side here. It's also the upstairs entrance to the music hall. So the music hall is a really cool space. So upstairs, you have a lot of seating, you have a bar, you have pool tables, just a great lounge to hang out in. There was a band there most nights playing downstairs. So this is the upstairs area, the deck 5 area. On our sailing, this was where unvaccinated guests could be. And then downstairs, you can see we're peeking over to where the stage is. That's where vaccinated guests could hang out. So they had game shows in here. They had the band playing in here. They had karaoke in here. So lots of fun activities in the music hall. More shopping as you head along deck 5. So this is where a lot of the duty free shops are located, unboxed, a lot of options to spend that onboard credit and the duty free alcohol as well. So heading now, we're going to hit the next level of the Royal Theater. During our sailing, this was for vaccinated guests. And just to the side of that, so to the right, as you're looking at the theater entrance, you'll find the Diamond Club Lounge. So this is for the people in the Crown and Anchor Society, the frequent cruisers. Part of the perks is they have access to this lounge and you can get coffees and they have little snacks throughout the day. Now this is on the second level of theater, just so you can get an idea of what the theater looks like. We did see the Showgirl show and it was very fun. I will say the shows on this ship are incredible when it comes to costuming and the use of technology. They have another one that is about a set of superheroes that is not to be missed. The use of technology in that show is phenomenal. So definitely check that out. So we're going to head down another deck and head to deck 3. And deck 3 is where we're going to find the casino and the rest of the main dining room. So if you remember, the main dining room is going to be decks 3 and decks 4, and you can look down onto it from deck 5. And then just outside the main dining room, there is a board where you can check the menus. You can also check the menus in the app every day. So if you just go to dining and then click on the restaurant you want, the menus for the day will come up, so you can kind of see where you want to eat and check that out in advance. Here's a sneak peek at the casino bar and then nice casino area, and then here's the bottom level of the music hall. So you can see they also have a bar down there, and then you have the dance floor where the band plays and more lounge seating. Let's head up to deck 8 and see a cabin. You don't have to touch the button. You can just wave your finger in front of it and it'll change colors. And they've added air filtration to all of the elevators. So this is 8226. Your keys will be there waiting for you upon embarkation. This is a grand suite 1-bedroom. You can see there on the right, there's a mini fridge and drawers as well as a closet. You have your Nespresso machine, a bottle of water, your couch, a table. There is a curtain there that you can draw across the bedroom area. You have nightstands on either side, your king size bed, another shower, another closet, and shelves, as well as a little vanity area. Inside the bathroom, you have 2 separate sinks and 2 doors, a door from the living room and a door from the bedroom, as well as the shower and bathtub combo. Outside, you have a great balcony area with 2 lounger chairs as well as a table and 2 chairs. It is not private though, so keep that in mind. All right, let's hop up to deck 11 and check out some of the kids programming areas. Royal Caribbean does have a supervised kids program. The activities all take place in these rooms. These are kind of hidden in deck 11 and 12 forward, just to keep the kids programming separate and safe away from a lot of the other action. The kids are broken up into different age groups, and a super special treat for those of you who are accessing the Royal Caribbean app on an iPhone. If you head to deck 11, in between 11 and 12, and click on that picture, something fancy will happen. I don't want to tell you what it is. All right, up on deck 12. So now we walked up those stairs. We did the fancy thing on the iPhone, and we're on deck 12. More of the Adventure Ocean areas continue. So a lot more spaces for the younger kids. So this is where the babies and the younger cruisers can come and hang out here on deck 12. Now going to deck 13, one of the perks for being in the suite is you have access to the suite lounge. This is located on deck 13 all the way aft, so all the way at the back of the ship. Your concierge is located here. There's a bar. You can get your espresso and fancy coffees that are included. Every night there's a happy hour that's included, and they have nice appetizers and snacks throughout the day. Now heading up another deck, we are headed to deck 14 here, and this is where a lot of the action takes place. So all the way at the back of the ship or the aft, you're going to find the Solarium Bistro. Now this is included, so it has a nice buffet throughout the day, and the Solarium area is adults only. So a lot of great space here for adults to enjoy their cruise experience. And I was so impressed with the pumpkin carving on this cruise. We went over Halloween, so I was loving all of the carvings. So heading into the Solarium proper, again, this is adults only. Lots of chairs. Those little daybeds go fast. So if you want one of those, you definitely want to grab one of those early. But then, you have your bar. That is not a real lady. That is a sculpture. Don't be fooled. But lots of chairs. I love how they added trees and vegetation. And there's a closer look at that sculpture. And then you have the cold pools. So these are, cooler pools that tear down to the lower part of the solarium. And then you also have just these beautiful windows. It's so open and airy. They've really done a nice job. You'll also find whirlpools, hot tubs, and just a reminder, this is see-through at the front. So just, be careful what you're doing in these pools so people can see in. It does make a really fun picture though. So we saw a couple photo shoots taking place there when we were looking there. So you have the 2 whirlpools here on this side. And then this is kind of a really cool space, especially if you were going something really scenic like the Panama Canal or Alaska. You can actually go out on these little wings. They're right over the bridge and have just a great view. You could look at down the side of the ship. You can look out. Here the North Star was up over the ship. So a great spot. All right, now we are heading towards the front of the ship. We're out of the solarium. We're into the main pool deck area. Here's where you pick up your towels. You do have to sign out towels. Make sure you sign them back in so you don't get charged. You can see here's the pool as well as a couple whirlpools and a bar. And I love all the colors. It just feels very joyful and fun. You also have your soft serve ice cream there at Sprinkles. Across from Sprinkles, you have some more seating areas with a great view. And then this is the more active pool. This is where the DJ is going to be or the band's going to be playing so that you can really enjoy that Caribbean vibe if you are indeed hanging out in the Caribbean like we were. It's also where Splash Away Bay is located. This is kind of a little splash park for younger kids. And then right across from that is Loco Fresh. This is included. It's Mexican specialties set up kind of as a grab to go, but you can also sit there and eat as well. On our sailing, they were serving us, so you couldn't serve yourself in Loco Fresh, but lots of great options there if you like Mexican food. Then heading back out, this is where we're also going to find the Windjammer and the Coastal Kitchen. Coastal Kitchen is the suite dining room available for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There's a shot inside it. Across the ship from that is going to be Teppanyaki, another specialty restaurant. Reservations are definitely required. And then you head into the Windjammer Cafe, which is the buffet proper. Definitely want to wash your hands as you head inside. If you've been on Royal Caribbean, I think you know all about washy-washy. And then we have the buffet. So I was really impressed that even on our sailing, that was definitely not full. They definitely had a full buffet set up for lunch. You could still get the made-to-order pasta station. You can see they have lots of things plated, ready to go. This is definitely a change to COVID, which I like, that you're not sharing tongs. You're just kind of grabbing a portion and taking it back with you. Here's the kids section with your chicken tenders, mac and cheese, hot dogs, and hamburgers. And then a lot of options for made to order salad, vegetarian options, gluten-free options, and then your great dessert station. And then there's a lot of seating. So as you kind of head back towards the aft or the back of the ship, you have a lot of different options. These great round booths if you have a larger party or you're traveling with your family. And then just a great view if you get one of those tables. There's also another coffee station back here, so lots of places to get your espressos on board. Now, if we go up a deck, we are on deck 15 now. Here's where you will find Social 180. This is the teen club. And then directly across from that on the other side of the ship is Zone 0, which is the virtual reality. That was not working on our sailing. And then the Seaplex. So this is so versatile. So many things happen here. You saw it set up for sports there. There's bumper cars that took place while we were on board. We did archery in here. And then, of course, normal basketball, tennis, pickleball, all different kind of sports. And then upstairs, if you head upstairs to deck 16, is Playmakers Sports Bar. I was so impressed by this sports bar. I think it's the best sports bar at sea. You have pool tables. You have shuffleboard tables. TVs are everywhere. You can watch every game you want. And then they even give you these little cards that tell you what shows are going to be on when. Now, these are the games they're playing the sound for. More games will be playing on the TV, but those are the games they'll play the sound for. And then they have this cool little separate area that you could reserve as a private room if you wanted to watch the game all together. But definitely a great place to hang out. It really felt like a true on-land sports bar. And they also have food available. There's a menu with a la carte pricing. And then kind of around this upper deck is where all the arcade and video games are located. Those are an extra charge, but lots of options here, especially if you love arcade games, video games, great spaces just to hang out and have a lot of fun. So they have different kinds of, I think this one you like jump up and down or something. Who's played that? You'll have to let me know in the comments. I was not sure what that was about. And then you just can, again, look down on the Seaplex and see all the different games that are available there. This area just really felt like the coolest teen hangout ever for people who love video games. Lots of places to sit and relax. And of course, skee ball, one of my favorite video games. And then outside, you have all this great seating. So this is kind of a good hidden area just outside deck 16, outside the upper deck of the Seaplex, where if you're just looking for a cool spot to sit down, you don't necessarily need a lounge chair. I definitely recommend coming here. Then you have your rock climbing wall. They had nighttime climbs during our sailing. They had daytime climbs. And then you have the iFly and the FlowRider. So FlowRider is going to be your surfing simulator. It is an extra charge. You sign up. You can also do a private one. I highly recommend that. I book that for my clients a lot. If you have a family that's traveling together, you can just get your own time at the FlowRider versus waiting in line, all of that good stuff. Highly recommend that. Then you have your trampolines for those of you who like to jump. You can hang out here. And then the jogging track goes all around the deck 15. So that's where your jogging track's going to be. And then iFly is the skydiving simulator. Different varying lengths of diving are available from a complimentary experience all the way through a paid experience. And then along the side here, you have your shuffleboard, your giant chest. Now we're walking back towards the middle of the ship, just to give you a sense of where we are. And you have lots of seating. And then you have up top here, you have more chaise loungers, as well as these little cabana day beds you can book. These are an extra charge, and you can book them directly through guest services and check in at the bar. And then you see the North Star there. It has just come down from a ride. And then just above here is a teen outdoor area. So I didn't have access to that. But so just above the Splashaway Bay, if you go all the way up to the top, exit out near Playmakers, there's an outdoor area just for teens. So lots of great teen spaces on this ship. Just to show you more of the jogging path. Now I know this kind of jogging path kind of annoys some people because the chairs are so close to it. But here's inside the suite sun deck. So if you book a suite, you have access to this. I did like that it overlooks the big movie screen. So when they do have their movies under the stars nights, you kind of have your own VIP viewing section from being in the suite. And then you look down over that pool. So you can see there's also the larger hot tubs there and a shower. And then up just around the corner is again another one of the pools with the see-through wall. Now we are in the spa. So this is one of the showers you can go in. It's one of those Technicolor showers, your steam room, your sauna. The sauna was actually a little bit bigger than I thought it was. And that is a vaccinated guest area within the spa. So keep that in mind. You also have a very large fitness center that also is a vaccinated only area on our sailing. In addition to your standard cardio equipment and weightlifting equipment, they have a space to do different classes. So that is the Odyssey of the Sea. What did you think? Have you sailed her? Let me know if you enjoyed this video. Here's a couple more I think you might like.